days, nigga. You could have been too worried about it.
But I got it.
Oh, hold on. Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all know who this is. This your boy, Rod Thomas Jr., and this is the real news behind the news. Real News 3. Oh, yeah, man. Today is December 6, 2021. And real briefly, I'm going to show you why black folks get misconstrued every time, where we get lost in the shuffle, where we get passed over, or where things don't go the way that we like them to go as black people. Is because simply, when it comes down to local politics, the politics in your neighborhood dictates and determines what's going to happen in your neighborhood. So if you're not taking your city political situation, be it your city or your parish, here in Louisiana we got parishes. Other states, they have counties. We the only state that got parishes. But in your county or your parish, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, it's going to be easy for us to be deceived, because a lot of time you have people that look just like you and I with the same color skin that we got. They really don't give a crap about you and I and our agendas, because the money that's behind them dictates the way that they move. Now, I'm going to end this. I'm going to say this and I'm going to end this. And this is no disrespect, but I'm finna call the shit out. Y'all know how I am. Me, Lavette Fuller, my dog, my girl, my homie, my people. You pulled some foul shit today at that city council meeting when they was trying to fill the vacancy that's coming up for District E, which was, hold on a second, y'all. Y'all forgive me. The District E seat in the Shreveport City Council was becoming vacant because the city councilman that represented that district is basically retired, giving up his spot. Now, if you watch that city council meeting today, which I'm pretty sure 97% of the Negroes in Shreveport didn't, because niggas was on Facebook watching twerking videos, watching niggas fight, watching all this dumb shit on Facebook, but did not pay attention to that city council meeting. Can I keep it real? All right. By us not watching that city council meeting, how many of you all know that we had an opportunity to put 5 black people on the city council seat here in Shreveport? Meaning that if all 5 of them black people really had the best interest of, first of all, the citizens of Shreveport, but in particular, the black community of Shreveport, we would have had 5 black council members today. But Lavette Fuller, you played a game. We saw what you did. Anybody with common sense, with half their brain tied behind their back, or just a retarded 3rd grader, could see what happened. Miss Lavette Fuller, again. Y'all hold on a second. Hold on. You good? I'm gonna go over here. All right, anyway. All right, well, that's cool. Anyway, the district seat for District A, the seat for District A, well, again, was open because the city councilman for that district, the current city councilman, was basically saying that he was stepping down. Now, what happens then, once he stepped down, they had a special vote, which was today, which allowed your city council members to pick from a field of people who they thought should represent that seat. When it came down to it, keep in mind now, you got 3 white folk. You had 3 white folks on your city council up until today, and 4 black councilmen. We had an opportunity to put a 5th black councilman on that seat, but it was 1 black councilwoman said, "Fuck that." She made a move, really. Lavette Fuller, anybody with any common sense can see what you did. You nominated Miss Glover as your first choice, knowing that she didn't have a chance, which allowed you to come up with your second choice and vote for the white boy. And again, y'all know me, I ain't about race. I don't give a fuck about all that racism and all that shit. Yeah, we know white supremacy is a problem and all that, because evidently white supremacy is such a problem that you got black people on your council representing white people behind the scenes and silently, but it came out today. Ms. Yvette Fuller, when you seen that your first nomination, the person that you voted for, didn't work, Ms. Glover, which was a great choice, I must add, Ms. Glover would have been a great choice. But you chose, after you knew that Ms. Glover didn't have a chance, you went with your plan, and I believe that was your plan, to act like you wanted Ms. Glover to be on there, knowing that she didn't have a choice, so you can help go and pick the white boy, the Republican. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I can give two fucks about Democrat, Republican, Christian, Muslim, Jew. Y'all know me. I don't care about none of that. But the truth is what it is. You had a chance to put 5 black people on your council in a city that is over 60% black, which would have truly represented us. And this black woman told the white Republican, Miss Fuller, you got a lot of questions to answer on that shit there. You really do, because to me, it was game that you ran, because you knew Miss Glover was not going to even stand a chance, and your main pick really was Matthew K., the Republican. So you will go and make it seem like you like black folks and that you really in love with your own people, because no matter what they tell you, no matter how light your skin is, you really pretty in the motherfucker. I'm gonna just be real. You're a beautiful ass lady. Yellow bone. Oh, yellow skin, yellow hammer.
That's what that means.
But you are. You're a beautiful yellow hammer, but you black.
Look at how you coming.
And you chose to go with that Republican candidate. And that, to me, you cannot convince me that that shit was not no plot or no scheme. You knew what you were doing. You know Miss Glover didn't stand a chance, and you were going to go and back your Republican people. Man, I stood up for you when all them folk were coming against you. Remember when you first won Miss Yvette Fuller that seat, and there's a couple of black guys here in Shreveport that were going hard in the paint against you, and I stood up for you? You made me look bad then with that shit you pulled today, because there's no way in the hell you can tell me if you were really looking for equality and the advancement of colored people that you would have voted the way that you voted after your first person did not stand a chance. Because we all, come on, anybody with any retarded third grader knew, and I don't want to say it the wrong way, that Miss Glover didn't have a chance. So you took that opportunity to vote for her at first, knowing that she didn't have a chance, which means that you all were going to get a second vote, and in your next vote, you went all the way from a Democratic black lady to a Republican white boy. That shit was a plot, a plan. Poli-tricks. In Shreveport, we're not going to call it politics no more. We're going to call it poli-tricks. Because we just had a trick ran on our ass today by a black lady who say that she represents black people, she wants equality, and I'm not diminishing it. I do believe that a lot of your agenda is true, and that you have good intentions, but that shit you pulled today was not in the best interest of black people. Hold on, cuz, what the fuck, man? You ain't, come on, cuz, hold on. Fuck that. You fix that shit, nigga. I'll throw that bitch in the trash. Anyway, I'm sorry. See, you got me going. Anyway, hold on, nigga. Anyway, Miss Yvette Fuller, you got a lot of explaining to do with that move that you pulled today, because that was foul, with a capital foul. For you to choose a black female Democrat as your initial choice, and then go from that black female, when she only got your vote, no other votes in the city council, you automatically switch to the white boy Republican. Black people, politics in Shreveport is a motherfucker. Y'all be blessed.